For talking to GRTS. Now, we know of several laws that are available in this country actually talking about the issue of illicit drug abuse and of course trafficking in this country. Your office, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, has been very active in sensitizing people about the laws. The problem is still there. What do you think would be the solution going forward?
Thank you very much. The solution is a concerted effort. See, when you talk about issues relating to drugs, we talk about the law is just one component of it. Remember, you're talking about what we call drug demand reduction and supply suppression. Laws are there, laws are meant to protect people, and people need to be aware about these laws. But then again, remember, if I'm only afraid of the law, and I do not see and understand that this is for my own well-being, and it's for my own benefit, it's for my health, it's for my future. What if I find myself in an area where there is no law, where I feel that law enforcement cannot get to me? So in as much as we are going to talk and then enforce the law to the latter without fear, favor, or prejudice, we also want the public, we want people, we want youth to realize and know that taking drugs does not bring anything good to them. It affects their health, it affects their family, it affects their relation. So therefore, if we are to make a difference, we believe that Drug Law Enforcement Agency cannot do it alone. There is a need for concerted effort. Every Gambian, non-Gambian resident in this country need to be involved, need to partake in the crusade on drugs. How do we partake? One, we partake on the supply suppression front by reporting all suspected drug-related activities within our communities. Partner with law enforcement, support them and not be a stumbling block. Be a stumbling block in what way? You see things happening within your community, you are quiet about it, the moment law enforcement come in to effect an arrest or to make sure that they bridle that menace within such a community, you see members of the communities coming out to block them. This is not allowed, it's not tolerated, and those who have been found wanting have been dealt with according to the dictates of the law. Now, on the drug demand reduction front, because remember, when you talk about drugs, you're talking about the supply front, the dealers, the traffickers. And this has a correlation with other issues. You talk about money laundering, right? You talk about terrorism, you talk about terrorist financing, and so many other issues that are associated with it on that front. Now you have the drug demand reduction front. You have others who do not deal in it. They are either chronic abusers or addicts that are addicted to it. Taking them and locking them up in prison is not the solution. The solution is what? To provide them with psychosocial support services, rehabilitation. That's why if you follow the theme of recent, we've gone with a previous theme that says, make health your new eye in life, not drugs. Meaning, you have to look at it, look at the health consequences that are associated with it, prioritize that and keep away from drugs. In order to get public support, we once made a team, gave a team out, global team was there, the local team was there. A healthy nation without illicit drug abuse and trafficking begins with me. That is, if every citizen, every person resident in this country takes a stand, start it from themselves, we can be able to breed this. If not totally eradicate it, reduce it drastically.
Where do you see the Gambia in the next 5 years regarding the fight against drug abuse and trafficking, of course?
Now, I will complete this area first and then talk about this theme. This theme this year, if you look at it, why I'm saying this, because I've said a lot on the health, on the supply component. The health component is important. The theme this year is health for justice and justice for health. Meaning, in as much as we want to bridle drugs, we have to promote the health and well-being of people. Then there could be justice for those who are abusing it so that they will keep away from it. Justice for health, making sure that we have proper criminal justice system that are put in place, proper rehabilitation system that are put in place, because when you arrest and lock people up, it's not just to lock them, it's to reform, rehabilitate, and reintegrate them back into society. Now, where I see Gambia within the next 3 to 4 years with regards to the programs that have been put in place, because this is the first time we have developed the first ever drug control master plan, national drug control master plan. If that is supported and the review of the Drug Control Act that is taking place, because presently we are revising the whole Drug Control Act to make sure that its provisions are balanced. Balance in what way? Balance to ensure that there are provisions for people who are affected, who are addicts, so that they receive access to treatment. Those who are minor abusers have community service and other provisions that are there that have been put in place. If all these things start rolling, we got the support because we are happy that the political commitment is there. When they start get rolling, we believe that if we do not reduce drugs drastically to 0%, at least we'll be able to get it to a very, very low number. But again, remember, we cannot do it alone. If we sit here and tell you that we can do it alone, we will be able to succeed without the participation of the public. Is a deception. Seeing the Gambia drug-free is a responsibility of every single Gambian and non-Gambian alike. Don't entertain or allow drug activities to take place in your community. Report suspected drug dealers. And where the problem persists within your community, as community leaders, as parents, let's come together and try to address this problem within our communities. Because if we ignore the warning sign, we see what is happening in other countries. Gambia is not immune from that. If you're not affected directly, you'll be affected indirectly, either today or tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you very much. I told you we will not go.
Can I have the
I
yes,
needed
not
the-
the board, the board.
Okay, for Buga film.
Yeah,
I needed
this-
that for my story.
Yes, you.
I know why I existed.
Okay, thank you very much. I was trying to compile some of the pictures,
Okay.
but I don't know, you either select them